Chair recognizes to speak to the bill Representative Atwood. Representative Atwood.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, I stand today to support our national sovereignty, to support our state sovereignty, to support the rule of law, and I enthusiastically ask your support of House Bill 87. I submit to you that we cannot be a sovereign nation if we don't protect our borders, and that includes the borders of the state of Georgia. Some have said that we should leave illegal immigration enforcement up to the federal government, and respectfully, I submit they are wrong. As some of you know, for a large period of my life, I served as a federal agent with the United States government. I've also served as an attorney. I've served as a magistrate judge. I appreciate the need for effective enforcement of our laws. I appreciate that that must be balanced by constitutional standards, and I welcome and support legal immigration into our country and state. As a federal agent, I worked alongside some of the most dedicated and patriotic people I have ever known. We worked to combat illegal smuggling enterprises, primarily illicit drugs, organizations that operated with a degree of sophistication you can only imagine. But we could not do it alone. Often working alongside of us were police officers and state agents from municipal and county law enforcement agencies. This same assistance should be given, at least to the degree that is allowed in this bill, to the enforcement of immigration laws. This bill hits at the heart of those who profit on illegal immigration. It attacks the use of falsified documents. It gives local police the authority and additional tools to assist in the effort to combat illegal immigration. It does a myriad of other things to assist in this effort without overburdening business, agriculture, or tourism, and it's the right thing to do. As you consider this legislation, I want to leave you with one thought. I know that we're limited on time, and I'm cutting my comments short. I want to tell you about a fella, two men indeed. One was Lewis Dixon. He was 35 years old. He was married to Celeste. He had a stepdaughter. He had been with the North Carolina State Highway Patrol for 14 years. His partner was Charlie Chuck Bukinski. He was only in his 20s. As a young kid, he was a bachelor. He was a good man. He had spent several years as a sky marshal, and both had joined my old agency and were posted around Nogales, Arizona, which was a hotbed of smuggling of drugs and illicit aliens from Mexico into the United States at that time. After they surprised a smuggler as he drove the pickup truck north away from the Mexican border, Bud and Chuck gave chase and were soon involved in a running gun battle. As they ran off the road and the man slammed on his brakes, the agents burst out of the dust, and Chuck Bukinski was killed immediately. Bud Dixon pulled his mortally wounded partner out of the line of fire, and then he was killed. The man who didn't later died of his wounds. They were joined in the fight. It's time now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll submit to you that we join in the fight to do what we can to help in this effort, to stand by the rule of law, to protect the sovereignty of our nation and our state, and I ask that you pass this bill. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield the well.
Gentlemen.